Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here, and happy hump day. We've made it halfway through the week. As usual, this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Don't forget to download that TipRanks mobile app so you can stay up to date with all the latest market news on the go. Links will be in the description down below. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. The U.S. stock market took a hit yesterday following comments from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, who said that they could have to increase rates higher than expected to cool a surprisingly strong U.S. economy. But things have settled down a bit this morning, and U.S. stock futures are now slightly in the green. Right now, Dow futures are up 0.09%, S&P 500 futures up 0.12%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.20%. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway has scooped up more Occidental Petroleum shares. It was disclosed in a recent SEC filing that Berkshire Hathaway bought about 5.8 million additional shares in Occidental Petroleum for about $355 million. Berkshire now owns over 200 million shares, or about 22% of the oil company. Analysts currently rate the Occidental stock a moderate buy with an average upside of about 20%. Intel is seeking up to $5.3 billion in subsidies from the German government for their upcoming plant. The chip maker had already secured about $7.2 billion in government subsidies to build this new manufacturing plant, but had postponed the start of construction, citing current macroeconomic headwinds. According to Bloomberg, Intel is now looking for more government support as they faced higher costs. They're estimating their new plant to cost about 30 billion euros. Analysts currently rate the Intel stock a hold with an average upside of 7%. And shares of WeWork are on the rise this morning, currently up about 7% after the company said they're talking to potential investors about restructuring $3 billion in outstanding debt and raising some cash. WeWork was valued at $47 billion back in early 2009, but has burned through hundreds of millions of dollars in cash and fallen after disappointing results. It is said that Japanese tech conglomerate SoftBank, who is one of the largest shareholders and debtors of WeWork, is playing a major role in the talks, though no additional funds are expected to be put into the company. SoftBank had written down about $6.6 billion on its investment in WeWork back in 2020. Analysts do currently rate the WeWork stock a strong buy, giving it an average upside of 411%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the after hours today, we'll be hearing from MongoDB, Asana, and Vermilion Energy. In the after hours last night, we heard from CrowdStrike. Their stock is currently up 7% after they posted an earnings beat and strong future outlook. The company is forecasting upbeat revenue growth, and for their fourth quarter posted earnings per share of 47 cents, beating expectations by 4 cents per share, and revenue of $637.4 million beat expectations by $10.5 million and also grew about 48% year over year. Analysts do currently rate their stock a strong buy with an average upside of nearly 15%. We also heard from CASY's General Stores last night. They're fairly flat this morning after posting mixed results. While their Q3 earnings per share of $2.36 did beat expectations by 36 cents per share, their revenue of $3.33 billion missed expectations by just $10 million. That revenue did grow 11% year over year. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 23%. Moving to the pre-market this morning, we have heard from United Natural Foods. Their stock is plummeting after they had a big earnings miss and also withdrew their long-term financial forecast. Along with withdrawing their 2024 targets, they did update their 2023 guidance. They're now expecting adjusted earnings per share of $3.05 to $3.90. This is versus the $5.34 that had been in consensus. They posted an earnings per share of 78 cents for this quarter, which missed expectations by 66 cents per share. Their revenue of $7.8 billion did beat expectations by 30 million. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy, but with all of our price targets being 2 to 3 months old. And we've heard from Campbell's Soup. They are up ever so slightly after their earnings beat and increasing their future outlook. They raised their full-year fiscal 2023 net sales guidance to 8.5% to 10% growth. Their earnings per share came in at 80 cents, beating expectations by 6 cents per share, and revenue of $2.48 billion beat expectations by $50 million. With just 2 analyst ratings in the last few months, they do come in as a moderate sell currently with a slight downside of 6%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Vertex following their fourth quarter earnings report. Trading under the ticker VERX, the stock is currently up over 9%. They're followed by Cosmos Energy under KOS up 6.24% and CrowdStrike Holdings under CRWD up 5.8%. And our biggest losers are led by United Natural Foods following their disappointing earnings. Trading under the ticker UNFI, their stock is down nearly 22%. They're followed by Zeta Global Holdings under ZETA down 8.6% and Shoals Technologies under SHLS down over 8%. So that is going to be everything for Wednesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here next time.